Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. It's a video on daily news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express. The important news and editorial that will be relevant for the preparation of civil services examination will be discussed in this session. Let's get started with the news topic list. Today is 18th of March. The first important news, that is PM MITRA mega textile park to be set up in 7 states. We'll see the detail and how the establishment is going to help the economy and the job creation. Second, India-Africa chief conflict. Third, that is IIA researcher developed low-cost star sensor. Fourth, ICC issues arrest warrant against Putin over Ukraine. And the last is an editorial, a history of poor choices. Apart from the news and editorial discussion, at the end of this video, there will be MCQ based questions. These questions will be based on current affairs that will help you for the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further delay, let's get started. And before I begin this session, those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video informative and helpful, do not forget to press a like button. And before beginning this session, important information regarding the CSAT, which is a qualifying paper in the civil services examination. So if you're someone who is lacking some of the excellence in CSAT, we are providing a platform where you can have a high quality test. The 5 total high quality tests will be provided based on the latest approach and the latest difficulty level of the UPSC CSA examination. And apart from this, a detailed solution of the particular papers will be there by the subject expert, right? So this is very important that you practice a lot more CSAT question so that you're not lagging behind the qualifying paper, right? मैंने वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दे दिए हैं. Do check it out and register yourself for the CSAT. Now, starting with the first news, that is PM MITRA mega textile park to be set up in 7 states, something important for General Studies paper 2. That is government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from a design and implementations. So recently, the Prime Minister has announced PM MITRA mega textile park that will be set up in the 7 states. These 7 states include Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh. So the establishment of PM MITRA has a lot of significance. These are the briefing about the entire scheme, that a total of 7 with a cost of 7,445. This is something, the value is 4,445 crore rupees over 5 years. World-class industrial infrastructure to attract the investment. And this will call for a generation of 7 lakh direct job and 40 lakh indirect employment. Now about PM MITRA Parks, why the concept and how it has encapsulated. So PM MITRA Park is inspired by 5F, that is the vision of the Prime Minister of India. The first F is farm to fiber, the second is fiber to factory, then factory to fashion, and fashion to foreign, right? So these are the important part of the formula, and the integrated vision will further call for the boom in the textile sector. This will develop the integrated scale and the modern infrastructure that will call for the entire value chain of the textile industries. Now, PM MITRA Park present a unique model where center and the state government should work together to develop a textile sector which is of a global excellence, and a global hub will be created so that the textile manufacturing and export should be promoted. So it has a roadmap for a longer duration, and definitely India can excel in the field, and India has been in the historical perspective also. Agar cottons ki baat kare, India was exporting cotton to the European countries as well. Now, significance, what is the advantage and how this PM MITRA Parks is going to help? It will basically this call for creating a world-class industrial infrastructure that will attract the foreign direct investment. Agar FDI ki baat kare, this will call for a lot more FDI coming into India. And apart from this, this will call for innovations in the sector and job creations, right? The center expect that the attraction of the investment will be something close to 70,000 crore rupees, and indirect and direct job will together account for 20 lakh jobs. The park will be an excellent infrastructure, play and plug facilities will be there. with training and research facilities for the textile industry. Now, facilities to start the government, जो अगर बात करें स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की कौन कौन सी ऐसे फैसिलिटीज है जो उनको प्रोवाइड की जाएगी. सो स्पेसिफिकली द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट विल बी प्रोवाइडेड विद सम फैसिलिटीज लाइक प्रोविजन ऑफ ऑल यूटिलिटी, reliable power supply, water availability, waste water disposal system, effective window clearance, and conducive and stable industrial textile policy. Now, for the establishment of mega textile park, the state government will provide a contiguous and encumbrance-free parcel of land with minimum of 1,000 acres. Right. So this can be again a factually important question relevant for the prelims examination. Now, funding via special purpose vehicle, SPV. I think most of you must be aware of the concept of SPV. So the scheme that is for the textile manufacturing, this will call for SPV, a special purpose vehicle owned by the center and state government that will set up the park and will oversee the implementation of the project. The Ministry of Textile, which is the body taking care for the entire part, will provide the financial support to form the development capital and support of up to 500 crore rupees per park to per SPV, that is special purpose vehicle, will be provided. Now, moving to the other news, India-Africa Chief Conclave, something important for General Studies Paper 2 under the subtopic that is bilateral regional grouping and agreement involving India and affecting India's interest. So the Indian Army is going to hold 9-day mega military exercise with the military chief from 20 African countries, which is starting from 21st of March in Pune, Maharashtra. Sometime for many other government examination, the name of the venue become important. So this is something important for you. Now, the mega military exercise aims to significantly boost overall cooperations and even जो चाइना की परसेंटेज एफर्ट है उस स्ट्रैटेजी को कम करने के लिए, काउंटर करने के लिए इस तरह की इनिशिएटिव्स ली गई है. The military exercise involved countries in African continent. That will be second such military game that will be hosted by India. And first India-Africa field training exercise was held in Pune in 2019. So this was a field exercise. Now this is for the first time that India is organizing the complete conclave where the discussion on important forum will take place. Now 2 sessions of the conclave will be concluded. So India and Africa Chief Conclave will take place over 2 sessions. The first session will explore the key pillars of India-Africa defense partnership and how this can be further escalated and elevated will be the priority. And second is with the focus will be there with India's defense industry outreach to Africa. Now, significance of the conclave की अगर बात करें, first India-Africa Chief Conclave will be the landmark event and it will provide for flip to cooperate between Indian Army and the armies of African nations. India has also decided to increase the numbers of the courses for African nations to 450 in the current year, which would be almost double compared to the last year, right? And the course includes skill development modules, tailor-made capsules on according the requirement. See, when it's come to military drill, everything takes place according to the situation and even the requirement from where that is actually going to occur, right? So usko usi tarah se customize ki jayegi. And India has been focusing on revamping with the overall defense and strategic ties for the African continent. Now, participating countries ki agar baat kare, as I've told you that 20 countries, almost 22 countries are participating. So 10 will be the countries, 10 African countries will be participating with their army chief and rest 12 countries will have their representation. So जिन countries की तरफ से army chief की presentation होनी है, that include Congo, Niger, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Uganda, Seychelles, Gambia, Tanzania and Kenya. So these are the country upon which the entire chief will be present. और जहाँ पे representation countries की बात करें, the representation will be there from Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Lesotho, Niger, Seychelles, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. Now, moving to the other news, Indian Institute of Astrophysics researcher developed low-cost star sensor, something important for General Studies Paper 3, that is achievement of India in science and technology, Indianization of technology, and development of new technology. In a major breakthrough, the researcher at the Indian Institute of Astrophysics with the low-cost star sensors, they have developed a low-cost star center for astronomy and the small CubeSat satellite for the mission. This is a milestone achievement in the astrophysics that in a major breakthrough that was done by the Indian Institute of Astrophysics. Now, star sensor, or the name has been changed to Starberry-Sense. So the star sensor, named as Starberry, can help with the small CubeSat satellite missions to find orientation in the space. And according to the Department of Technology, DST की बात करें, उन्होंने कहा है that Starberry-Sense is ready to launch with PS4 orbital by ISRO and can be used for CubeSats with other small satellite missions in future. Now, based on commercial and off-cell companies, the sensor costs less than 10% those available in the market. And the brain of the instrument is a single board Linux computer that is called Raspberry Pi that will be widely used for electronic hobbies and enthusiasts. So again, a milestone achievement for India where the part of the satellite missions will be further augmented. Now, these were some of the official images that was released by the Indian Institute of Astrophysics. This is connector which will be connected in this. And there's an enclosed case with the lens system. And this is called bevel with the entire part. I'm not getting into technical part of that because that is not our main aim and that is not even important for examination. Just to give you a brief idea, how does this look like? Now, importance of Starberry-Sense की अगर बात करें, it's a low-cost star sensor which is from off-cell component, and it can help the small CubeSat class satellite to orient themselves in space. It has also developed the launched CubeSat satellite from various purposes that include remote sensing, atmospheric and oceanographic studies, and technological demonstration. The device is a huge success for India and increasing their space capabilities. And moving to the other news, that is International Criminal Court has issued warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin over its action over the Ukraine, right? Something very important coming out of from International Criminal Court, and this news is relevant for aspirant who are having optional PSIR. कई ऐसे important points हैं जो आपके prelims के लिए भी काफी ज़्यादा relevant होंगे. This is important for General Studies Paper 2 under the subtopic that is effect of policies and politics of developed and developing countries. So recently, the International Criminal Court has issued warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin and has accused him for the war crime and involvement in the adoption of children from the Ukraine. तो adaptation की basically charges लगाई गई हैं and war crime की charges लगाई गई हैं, right? There are certain limitations for the International Court of Justice, which I will giving you details in a while. Just wait for a moment. Now, the court said that the crimes were committed in Ukraine from 24th February when Russia has launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, right? Now, this is for the first time that the global court has issued warrant against the leader of 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council. अगर बात करें रशिया की, रशिया is a member of UN Security Council और पहली बार हुई है जिसमें UN Security Council के member countries को, and even says the head of the state is being charged. Now, what is Russia's stand on this? With ICC के जो reports जो खास करके verdict आई है, Russia's foreign spokesperson has said that there is no meaning for our country to include from legal point of view because Russia is not party to Rome Statute. What is Rome Statute? I'll tell you. This is a treaty which is underpinning the world permanent war crime as a tribunal. And Rome Statute gives the ICC jurisdictions over the 4 international crimes, that is genocide, criminal against humanity, war crime और aggressions. तो ये कुछ ऐसे important चीज है जिन पे decide करती है ICC, and even there are only 4 jurisdictions that is given. This is relevant for your prelims examination. If it is asked, like which are the areas upon which ICC jurisdiction can be brought in. So only 4 areas are there. I'll repeat them first. First is international crime that are on genocide, crime against humanity, war crime, and aggression. Not anything apart from this. Now, risk of arrest की अगर बात करें, it is unlikely that Russia's president will end up going to court, and there are other speculation which is there when it comes to arrest. But just to give you a historical background, इससे पहले जो serving president थे, खास करके if you see Sudan, right? There was Umar al-Bashir. He was being taken by the ICC court and they were imprisoned. उसके अलावे जो लीबिया के leaders थे, मोहम्मद गद्दाफी was one who has been prosecuted by ICC. Now, Ukraine के क्या response है? Definitely, Ukraine President Mr. Zelensky has appreciated and applauded the part of the ICC arrest warrant that is there with the Russia's President Vladimir Putin, and he said that's a historic decision which is coming with the world responsibility. And Ukraine accused Russia of attempting genocide and seeking to destroy the identity part and deporting from children. And even the 16,000 Ukrainian children have been reported from Russia since February 24 in the invasion, right? So genocide की भी cases लगाए गए, deporting की cases लगाए गए, and even abduction which is there is on a high side. So adoption, genocide, deporting, these were all important cases that on humanitarian ground and then the war crime, the Ukraine has approached the international court. Now about ICC अगर बात करें, International Criminal Court की is an independent permanent judicial body. It was established in accordance with the Rome Statute, which was signed in July 1998, and it is competent with a part of most serious international crime committed with 1st of July as a Rome Statute. And jurisdiction मैंने आपको बता दी, ये jurisdiction है upon which they only take actions. None other things are allowed. Now moving to the editorial of the A History of Poorest Rises, something important for General Studies paper 2. That is the government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from its design and implementations. So what I'll be discussing, the theme is the roadmap of India's monument conservation. जो CEA है, इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजरी काउंसिल की रिपोर्ट क्या है मॉन्यूमेंट पे, उसे देखेंगे. मॉन्यूमेंटल डिटेल्स, नेशनल मॉन्यूमेंट अथॉरिटी क्या है, हाउ इट वाज फॉर्म्ड, and recommendations by the Economic Advisory Council. This is going to be important specifically for the mains examination, and some bit and pieces is relevant for the prelims as well. Now, the monument is a type of structure that is explicitly created to commemorate the person of event. An event it has become important with the social group. तो monument जो है किसी एक individual event को commemorate करने के लिए बनाई जाती है या उस event को commemorate करने के लिए बनाई जाती है. Monuments are important in their presence and have been lasting impact with the societies that they are constructed with. The present government center emphasizing the contributions of the personality like the sagas of King Suldev, Rani Durgavati and Lachit Barpakun, right? तो ये कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट ऐसे लीडर्स हैं जिनको गवर्नमेंट ने रिसेंटली रिकॉग्नाइज किया और इनके इंपॉर्टेंस को लोगों तक पहुंचाने की कोशिश की. Now, what was the report that was there by the Economic Advisory Council on Monuments? So the report says that there's an urgent need to rationalizations of the monument of national importance, जिसे MNI भी कहते हैं, monument of national importance, and said that they need to have an inclusion of minor colonial structure monument and not which are not for the national significance, right? So unwinding की बात की गई है, unwinding. The report says that the Prime Minister, basically the council has said that the country list of central protected monument to be bloated in an urgent need and streamlining, right? They need to have complete restructuring on that part. And currently India has 6,393 monuments of national importance, and they're protected to be give responsibility of Archaeological Survey of India under the Ministry of Culture. Now, monument details की अगर बात करें, वो 60% of the monument are located in the state of Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra. Now, the way of illustration is also there from state of Delhi. Apart from this, Telangana is the only state which has 8 of them. Now, culturally and historically, it is said that Bihar has 70, Odisha 80, Chhattisgarh 46, Kerala 29, which have a disparate and fewer number of the monument of national importance. Now, about National Monument Authority, some basics that might be relevant. Actually, this was formed in 2010 after the amendment which was there for the part of monument and archaeological site remains, amendment and validations. And this works under Ministry of Culture. There are several functions that is assigned to NMA. The first is to protect and preserve the monument sites, management of the prohibited and regulated area of the central protected monuments. The Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India is the ex officio chairperson of the NMA. So these are the points relevant for prelims examination. Now recommendations की अगर बात करें, क्या क्या recommendations आई हैं, EAC, that is the Economic Advisory Council of the Prime Minister, it has recommended that the Archaeological Survey of India to come up with substantive creations and detailed procedures. This is called DOP जहाँ पे वो डिक्लेयर करे कि डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ मॉन्यूमेंट के लिए क्या क्या क्राइटेरिया होनी चाहिए, उसमें क्या रिविजन्स की जरूरत है. एंड इट ऑल्सो कॉल्ड फॉर डिनोटिफाइंग द unilateral monuments, right, to hand over the preservations which is for local and state importance. Standalone antiquities should be removed from the list of the monument of the national importance. Wherever possible, they may be shifted to museum or have a better breakup, right? So upkeeping should be there. So they said that wherever possible, they may be shifted to museum for better upkeeping or better restoration purposes. And they suggested that the allocation of fund for the preservation of MNI, that is the monument of national importance, should increase, and ASI should retain the proceeds generated from the revenue streams like ticket, events, and fee other sources. So this is how the things will work. The recommendations will be definitely taken care by the central government, and advisory will be issued to the concerned nodal authorities. Now moving to the MCQ questions of the day. Before I proceed, just to tell you the answers of yesterday questions. For first question, the correct option is A. For second question, the correct option is B. Today's MCQ for practice, that is D flakes. आपको बताना है. This was there in news. This is related to what? It is a compilation of artificial images and audio to put machine learning algorithm. Deepfakes are originated in 2009. So do check it out for the correct option. Now the second is about the surety bond insurance. The contract or the two-way agreement are guaranteed by the payment and insurance issuers. This will aid the developing an alternative bank to guarantee construction of the infrastructure project. So do check it out for the correct option. Practicing a lot more question will give you an added advantage for the prelims examination. And this was all about for the daily news and editorial analysis, followed by the MCQ questions. If you have any other concern, you can reach out to us. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.